Welcome back. Today we're still talking about multiplying fractions, but today we're going to talk about a strategy called the array strategy or the area model. Now arrays might sound familiar because we used them to build prime numbers. So we made, for example, a rectangle that had a length of 2 and a width of 7, and that was one way to build the number 14. It's going to be a similar concept today. So I have the problem 7 times 4/5. So a way you can think about this problem is if I have 7 objects and I want 4/5 of every single one of them, how much will I have altogether? So we're going to go ahead and build a rectangle to represent this problem. So I have right here one piece of the rectangle, one unit. I'm going to build 7 of them to represent this number right here. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now I'm going to want to cut each of these into fifths. So every single one of these units that I just laid down needs to be cut into fifths. I'm going to go ahead and jump to when I've already finished doing that. Okay, and we're back with every single one of my unit rectangles having been cut into fifths. Now the reason I cut them into fifths is because my problem is asking for 4/5 of 7. So in every single one of these unit rectangles, I'm going to color in 4 fraction pieces. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 in this one. I'm going to go ahead and change colors so you can see the distinction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to repeat this process until I've done it on all 7 rectangles. Okay, I've finished coloring in 4/5 of each one of our 7 units. So if you look at this picture like an array, I could label it and say that my 7 holes were going vertically, right? So they're going to go up here. They're these columns that are going up and down. Going in this direction, these lines over here indicated the 4/5, right? I colored in 4 of these little pieces in every one of those long rectangles. So I could say that this rectangle is 7 by 4/5, just like my multiplication problem. Now the way you find an answer out of a picture like this is just by counting up your squares. Remember they're in fifths, so this would be 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5, 6, 7, 8/5, 12/5, 16/5, 20/5, 24/5, and 28/5. Okay, so that would be your improper fraction answer to 7 by 4/5 using the area model. When you simplify this fraction using any one of the strategies that you have for simplifying, you get 5 and 3/5. I hope that is just a brief overview to help give you a little more clarification on the area model.